Scanlan decided to open from a polymorph spell as a fly to the top of the front doorstep of Vedmire's home, then proceeding to unpolymorph and then repolymorph himself into a Triceratops, of which I have your statistics here for your Triceratops form, if you want to come get that.
Go get them stats, boy.
Without further ado, Sam.
Oh. But I was just handed this.
I know, take a look, take a look. Take your time.
Sucks to be first.
He's got the maps out already.
Oh god.
Get your shit together, man. I've never been a Triceratops before.
Method.
All right, yes, you're right. Think like a Triceratops.
So they didn't fix the air,
All right.
right? They didn't fix the
I
air.
need shelter. No, I don't know how do Triceratopses think.
I did not have a Triceratops, but I did have a Stegosaurus. As you slam your way into the front of Duke Vedmire's estate, pieces of wood blasting outward, scattering amongst the center of the foyer. You see before you a rising staircase that divides into two separate staircases that curl around to the second level.
Lovely decor. I think I can take them, guys. I think I can take them.
You also see at the top Duke Vedmire himself, a large, hairless, gray-skinned Goliath wielding a giant two-handed sword, armored with a breastplate.
Vedmire?
Okay.
He's a Goliath?
Goliath, yeah.
Vedmire's Goliath?
Wow, that's gonna be fun later, but not right now.
And as you come blasting through the door, they're already arranged in what appears to be a waiting pattern should anything try and charge its way into the
They'll
house.
probably all shoot me, won't they?
In fact, roll initiative.
So there's directly in front of me is a staircase going up.
Yep.
Any other doors or exits?
There are doors on each side that are currently locked, and other than that, no. There's just
Those are locked doors on this?
Or they're closed currently, and they appear to be. There's a giant wooden beam crossed over the front of each, and then there's the outside, which leads the exterior to the reigning outside of the household, and the stairs that go up.
Man.
Roll initiative.
Initiative! I don't get a surprise round because I sprung in there?
Yeah, apparently not.
Damn it!
You made a very loud noise when you turned into a Triceratops and then tore through the front of the household. All right, so Scanlan is up first.
You're still
I'm
first.
so
You're
here's
still
the
first.
thing. Here's the thing. I should probably leave.
Yeah, come on.
Yes. But come on, I'm a Triceratops. I gotta have some fun first, right?
You can take a couple hit points, right?
Right?
You have 115 hit points.
You guys aren't there. Scanlan, what are you doing? You have initiative. What are you doing?
Wait, it's my turn first?
Yeah, you have initiative, man.
I beat them with initiative?
You did.
Okay, they're more than my charging distance as a Triceratops, right?
He's the only one that's within, technically, what's your speed?
40.
40? You would get right up to Vedmire if you were to charge.
Then I would be dead.
You got it! Stick it!
What do you want to do? What do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn right and blast through that door.
You're gonna shoot. Okay.
Yeah, alright.
I don't want to get shot, so I'm just going through the door. Oh shit, it could be trapped. Oh, well, we'll find out.
We'll find out.
Expect the unexpected.
It goes blasting through the doors.
Do I have to roll to blast through the door?
We're gonna find it. Yeah, go ahead and roll a strength check. 20, add your strength modifier of the Triceratops form.
Okay, strength modifier says +5, so that's only a 17.
17?
Just for a door.
That's gonna do.
That's
Me and doors don't get along too well.
you running and you slam your head through the horns, protruding and tearing through the wood. The doors break inward, but the doors don't fully blast inward.
The door beat me.
The door's in bad shape. It won't take too much more power to blast through.
Doors
bloody.
in this kingdom.
It's now your worst nemesis.
So now I am stuck in a door.
You can try and pull back out, and it's not. You managed to pull out without an issue. The doors are mostly beaten inward. It'll take but a small impact to blast through next turn if you wanted to.
Next turn. Do I still have an action after this, or
that would have been your action.
You're great! You're great! You're money! You're good!
Every single one of those guys can attack you now.
Yeah, but it
Before it's your turn again.
Maybe they didn't see you.
Run away.
It's not my turn anymore, right? That's it.
That's your turn.
My
No!
Triceratops ass is just sticking out.
Just right there.
Look.
I'm gonna die.
It's over here. Over here, this guy's gonna move at this point. We can get a view of you. And Vedmire's gonna go ahead and move down to here. And just kind of get his sword at the ready, grinning. As he holds his sword up, he puts his hands up and goes, Aim! Fire!
Shit.
A bunch of crossbow bolts get loosed at once through the middle of the room. What's your armor class? Is the
I
Triceratops?
have no idea. 14.
Alrighty. So. Oh,
You'll be
that's
fine.
11. That misses.
See?
That's good.
That's a 13 misses.
Wow, these guys suck.
They're like stormtroopers.
Natural 1.
They are! You attacked my stormtroopers!
That is going to be a 14 hits.
Okay.
18 hits. That's a 24 hits.
3.
And then, that was 6.
That was 6.
3
One,
hits.
one more, that's a 22. So I have 4 that actually hit you with the crossbow bolts.
You're fine.
So,
Yeah.
You're fine.
You're now a
You got
porcupine
115 hit
Triceratops.
points.
You're a dinosaur,
Ooh,
man.
I have 115 hit points.
Yeah, and then when those go out, you're back to human hit.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
so
that's
you can
extra
still
bonus hit
Dimension
points.
door
that's
out.
8
We're not
piercing
there.
damage,
Gnome, racist.
13 piercing damage to 21,
Are you immune
Yeah.
to any kind of damage?
25, and
46.
34 points of piercing damage from this volley.
Is there resistance to anything on there?
No.
Nope.
So what's that take me down to? 81? Is that right? 115 minus 34? 81?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
All right.
Ain't nothing.
That brings us to the top of the initiative round. You're up.
Well, shit then. I gotta get some retribution.
Totally. Turn around and give it to him.
Oh, am I considered flanked?
You are not.
Damn it.
You do have a tail.
I do have a tail.
You're like a drunk guy at a craps table.
I don't know how to hit things. I've never hit things before.
The door you mangled
big
in
old
front of you.
Okay, I'm gonna gore that guy to my left.
He's above you on the railing. Like
Oh,
this is a staircase.
oh,
that
that's
goes
a balcony. I thought
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a stairway down.
Oh, sorry. This is a balcony up top, so he's actually aiming down and firing at you from down below.
Oh, yeah.
And
Bye-bye.
just go through the door.
I'm going through the door.
All right.
Yeah, because I'm not tangling with
So roll another strength check.
Duke Ventmeyer or whatever. 23.
23. Okay. Not a problem. You burst through.
I should get out of there. But it's so fun.
Can you set a blaze?
I will drop. I don't have any fire. I don't know why I was sent into this mission. I don't do fire things. I will drop my form. Is that an action or is that just?
You have a lantern.
You can drop it in a moment.
Don't you have a torch?
Or a lantern?
Or a lantern?
Triceratops shrinks down to gnomish form now in this partially destroyed dining room area. What are you doing?
I'm going to hold on.
How did this plan happen then?
It's a great
We're a
plan.
bunch of
Why did you
slapdicks,
say
that's
I
why.
don't have fire?
I mean, I guess I could have.
I said, hey,
tried to light a
Scanlan, I
match.
should come with you. And you said, I could take care of myself. How many times do I have to tell you guys? I don't need your help.
The echoing voice you hear in the back of your mind as you imagine this is what Keyleth would be saying right now.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Doritos a failure, you guys.
No.
Yeah. Okay. So I just kind of peek around the corner a little bit, just make sure they're all there.
Yeah.
And I will stinking cloud all of them.
Okay. All right.
You're not mentioning Dory out there. I gotta have some fun first. How often am I gonna take on a whole
I like
house
it.
by myself?
I
so in
approve
love
of
with
this
you right
plan.
now.
I approve of this plan.
All right. 20-foot radius sphere. I'd say you could affect. You could affect all of them. Yeah. All in this big old sticking cloud radius. Not a worry. The whole area fills up with gas. All right. All of a sudden, the entire foyer just fills up with this greenish, noxious cloud of poisonous gas. Vedmire rolls a 1. One of them starts just vomiting all over the ground. He has a helmet on, so it's kind of like strained through. It's awful.
Yes!
Yeah.
Vedmire himself kind of backs against the wall. And okay. So that ends their turn. You're up.
I so want to get some payback, but I shouldn't, right? TFO. I think I can take these guys.
God, you're like the drunk guy.
There's a hell of a lightning bolt line right
Every turn
there.
he's gambling.
How big
every
is that
turn.
dagger?
Happy St. Patrick's Day,
Every
everybody.
turn.
This one, it's about 6 feet across.
Oh, I
and
can't
it's about
lift that
20
thing.
feet. What? No, it's a big, long
okay.
table. You just
All
have a
right.
very wide line of individuals right there.
All right.
Not you.
One more round. What do you say, guys?
We're not here.
Not here.
Yeah,
But
okay.
You're talking
One
to
more
yourself
round.
right now.
I'm gonna.
Do it again.
Do I have a line of sight?
The big saved. He can come in.
The door's right here, so you can by the window. If you wanted to move over here, you'd have line of sight on pretty much everybody.
Yeah, that would be so fun.
You can move and then move back. I'm only helping with
He could
gameplay
brain
strategy.
me.
I'm not
He
gonna...
could brain me.
He could.
He could brain me in one shot. Okay, I will duck under the table.
Okay.
So they think that's where I went,
Okay.
and then dimension door to the roof.
Okay. Okay. So you duck under the table. I'm going to say make a deception roll to try and successfully feint them.
Oh, okay.
And then you can see the top of his head behind the table.
From their direction, it's kind of hard, especially since there are table. I mean, their chairs up against it, and part of it's been crushed by the Triceratops that was previously here.
Oh, I'm going under the table.
Sentences you never expect to hear in your D&D.
31.
So you
We think
grab
you
your
got
head.
that.
Oh no! Do like a very elaborate dive under the table.
Do I go
As
under
you
the
land,
table?
A little strange, dull thud of arcane energy as you bamf up to the ceiling.
Okay, great.
Holy shit.
He's reaching under the table, ladies
No,
and
what does
gentlemen.
this mean?
I just
Oh,
like the
okay,
excuse
okay.
Yep, crack it out.
I like
on
it.
top of here.
Okay.
All right, is that your turn? You're now up on the rooftop. There's rain pouring down. You're immediately soaked from the heavy storm that's now coming into Whitestone.
Yeah. It's just me up here?
Just you up there, yeah.
Okay. I'll go invisible and just kind of hang and just see
Okay.
what happens.
Easy enough to do because it'll take a round for anyone to recover from that anyway because you have to use action both turns. So as you're waiting up there, you cast invisibility on yourself and wait.
And then I start digging through my pockets if I have any flint or fire-making apparatus at all.
Check your equipment.
I will. I'll look.
You have an
Okay.
adventurer's kit?
Nope. I have some poison.
Poison the house. There you go. That'll work.
Good.
All right.
We are the best
As you-
planners.
I know. You guys are rocking it.
Oh wait, I do have something.
Yeah, you do?
We do.
Yeah, I have a potion of fire breath.
You do.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
It's
So
raining up there.
Well, but it's a potion.
Yep.
I don't know how it works.
You're checking your pockets. You find the potion. You look down. You notice, even through the storm, you can see in the distance. There's the dark shape of a giant lumbering zombie guard making its way down this part of the town. What are you doing?
So I'm on a roof. It's all soaking wet, right?
Yeah.
There's no crawl space access, no attic I can get to.
Make a
nothing.
perception check.
Okay. Whoa, nothing. 2.
2. This is a pretty solid roof with, but apparently no entry point at any point. It's the craftsmanship is flawless.
Okay. You know what? I'll just try it. I will fire breath potion myself.
Okay, you pull the cork off.
I don't know what this thing does. I just got this.
As you feel the fluid find its way down your esophagus, it warms it like a fine whiskey would, but the warmth just grows and grows to the point where it's almost too hot, but it never quite reaches the point where it's painful, but you feel as if like this need to belch is burbling within your stomach, and at any given point in time, you could let that belch fly forward.
Okay. And am I close to the entry point roof? The roof of the entry point.
Where you came in?
How can I get over there?
Yeah, you just come running across the rooftop. It's a little bit of a up and down as the topography happens, and as you're running, you start hearing voices shouting out in the street. You make your way over to the top of the roof above.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of lean over the side and just scorch the whole front entrance as much as I can. From
Okay.
where I am.
As you let the belch out, it comes out in a large spray of orange, yellow, and red flames that immediately burst beneath the overhang, which
By the way, I'm also invisible, right?
You are no longer, unfortunately. When you do an attack of some kind, the invisibility is released.
Oh, okay, great.
So this gnome appears soaking wet over the edge of the roof and then just releases this gout of fire that blankets the front of the building, catching flames on all the portions of the front part of the second and parts of the first story, including the top of the entryway that you had already smashed through as a Triceratops, which exposed a lot of dried wood, and immediately bursts into flame. As you complete that breath and you kind of inhale for a second, you hear voices now starting to shout from the inside of the house. You can't really make out the noises, but it sounds like there's panic now starting to hit from the inside, and you see a few guards start rushing out into the street to try and look at where the source of the flames came from.
Okay.
They both look up and see you.
Oh, great. Wait, these are guards who are outside, yeah?
These are guards who are inside the house that as soon as the fire came shooting down and burned the house, they rush out, look up, grab their crossbows and aim them up towards you.
Just your hands and head are sticking out.
That's a 17
I get a picture.
That hits.
and a 13.
Doesn't he have at least half cover from the roof?
He does.
That
Actually,
does not hit.
17 does not hit.
Oh, no, the 17 I mean, it would have.
It would hit,
Yeah.
except for,
Half cover.
that's a good point. You would have half cover from looking over the rooftop. You only have a little bit of your hands and your face showing.
What we're here for.
So both go firing off into the
Because I'm a
rainstorm.
gnome, do I always have half cover?
No, but it's easier for you to find it. It's a lot less to cover.
Okay.
So both bolts just streak past you into the sky. They angrily reach down and duck back inside the building with the rest of their movement to get out of the range of now what appears to be a flame-throwing gnome. So that's their go. What are you gonna do?
Do I know enough about this potion to know if it gives me any other breaths, or is that it?
It does progressively give you a breath for a short time.
So I can breathe again?
Yeah, specifically. Oh no!
You killed him!
That was the end of Scanlan.
It's the giant. It's the undead giant.
Let's see if
I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's amazing.
You're doing
Oh,
so
you're doing
well.
great.
Not that
It's
we
so
ever
great.
do.
Yeah.
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 Usually at least have a...
You have three different exhales of this. It lasts for an hour, or until you exhale 3 times.
Okay.
It's a bonus action to do it, so you could also like do something else and.
It's a bonus action?
Yep.
Okay. Well then, oh boy.
I don't know if that house is cooked enough, man.
I know, maybe you should just keep burning it.
Yeah, so I'll run over to the back side of the house and do the same thing.
Okay. So you run over. Your full movement gets you about halfway across. At a dash, will get your other action yellow there, and you have your bonus action left over. You just managed to like slide across the roof, grab the edge, reach over, and just unleash on the opposite side. This side, because the angle the rain's coming at, this side is getting a little bit of water, but there is still a number of dry wood exposed by the immediate overhang that it does manage to catch, and the flames are beginning to burn up and collect on the sides because it's superheated flame. Both sides of the house now appear to be on fire. Looking over your shoulder, you can see now there's a pillar of black smoke rising up from the front of the building.
Okay.
You also do see on the opposite side a hatch slam open, and you see a
shit.
giant, meaty Goliath hand.
Oh shit!
Now stepping out into the rain, you see the Goliath Duke Vedmeyer step up with this two-handed sword.
Oh shit!
Good to go. Lovely home you've got here.
Shot him!
Put you there.
It's like Duel of the Fates
Oh god!
on a burning rooftop in the rain.
This is so exciting!
Giant Goliath
Gets up there.
and a gnome that breathes fire.
Play a song. Play a
All right.
song.
It's your turn.
Okay. How close is his hatch to the edge?
The hatch is actually halfway. It's like in the middle of the roof. It actually it's met from was it the second story from one of the rooms or one of the closets. So it's about 25 feet from either the front or the back side. It's like right in the center of the house. You're close to it. What you got, Scanlan? What you got?
I'm trying. Just seeing range here.
It looks like a Frank Miller comic right now. That's what I see in
Scanlan
my
showing
head.
down in the
5
rain.
times your
Your big fucked up
spellcasting ability
Goliath.
modifier. My spellcasting ability modifier is what?
It's charisma.
It's charisma. It's 5. 5 times 5. 25. That's 25 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Big B's hand! So I call forth Big B's hand and I call for it. I will force him off the roof.
Yeah!
Okay. All right, let's.
Awesome.
The roof is wet.
The roof is
Yeah.
indeed wet. I'm aware. Oh, this will be interesting.
I wanna fly away. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so you create the hand next to him, and as he's kind of start stepping forward towards you with his sword at the ready, there's a shimmer in the air as a giant, kind of vaguely purplish, arcane hand all of a sudden appears. He looks confused for a second and rears back to try and attack it. As the hand pulls back, woof, and goes rushing forward towards him. I want you to go ahead and make a strength check with the hand.
Oh shit, he's strong.
The strength is +8 so add 8 to this roll.
17 plus 8.
Natural 1. Of
Oh my god!
course.
I'm gonna kill everyone in this motherfucking house.
I've rolled so many ones today, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, we're just getting
Oh,
started.
he's gonna face plant on
All
the
right.
roof and
If
then
the
go
hand pushes
over.
up 5 feet plus number of feet equal to 5 times your spellcasting modifier, yeah. Okay.
Please do it. Please kill everybody.
As the hand shoves him, he goes pushed off to this side. The hand, he seems holding against it, but the hand eventually scoops him up and actually gets him off of his feet and like shock puts him off the roof. He plummets backward, off the side of the roof, and you wait a second to hear across the way. That's full damage there. 11, 13. Okay, he takes 34 points of falling damage.
Not bad.
And is knocked prone.
You can't get this on
Down
network
there.
television. ladies and gentlemen.
So you're now standing alone on the rooftop, your Bigby hand there next to you, a
Amazing.
little trickle of fire curling at the corner of your mouth from your final dragon's breath when you decide to use it. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Shit's burning.
Burn in the hatch and then get out.
Okay. Okay. Where am I close to the hatch?
Yeah, you're about 25 feet from it. This is where you kind of
Okay.
got it.
I'll hoof it over there and
Okay,
then
move over to the hatch, which is
just
right about there.
I'll look around and kind of punch myself in the gut.
Okay, as you reach over, you look down, and there is a ladder that leads up to the front, and there are 2 guards that are currently making their way up to the roof. They look up and see you. Their eyes go wide within their helmets, and as you release the flames, all you see is their faces go engulfing the entire tunnel. Roll 4d6.
4d6.
Yes.
I don't have any d6.
4 cubes.
There you go. They both failed their DC 13 dexterity saving throws because I can't roll tonight.
15.
15? Okay. They both take 15 points of fire damage, and the entirety of that space is now burst into flames. You pull back because the heat is intense, backdraft style, as you know you're at the
My
top
eyebrows
of it.
burn off.
They don't burn off, but you feel they might be a little singed. You have to give it a few days to recover. And you hear screaming down inside the tunnel, and both of them are currently dealing with the fact they're on fire. So that's your movement. That's your bonus action. You still have an action.
Okay, I gotta get the hell out of here, guys. Okay, tell me this, Dungeon Master.
Yes.
Dimension door. Can it be used at higher levels?
Let me double check on that. Actually, I don't know if it can, but we'll find out.
Can you
Assaults.
Bigby's hand slam down onto the count? Or the
Dimension
cube?
door now. Dimension door cannot.
Okay, how about polymorph?
Polymorph. Nope. Those-
What do you mean?
You used all your spell slots?
You can use Bigby's hand to.
Yeah, Bigby's hand.
I don't know if Bigby's hand can catch me. It's not like
Can it like
Featherfall.
carry you?
Can you float?
Totally lift
Can
you.
it
It can
lift
punch
you?
a guy.
Maybe it's like a slide.
Maybe you can slide down Bigby's hand.
You
Like-
tilt it,
like a
right?
carpet.
like a
You
thing
wanna
that comes out
try?
of the
You're welcome to try.
See if it'll carry you.
No, you've lifted people
Yeah,
with
you've
it. You've
lifted
grabbed
yourself
people
with
with
it.
it.
I mean, ultimately, on foot sucks for him right now.
Yeah.
Just surf
But-
on a giant floating hand
Come on, baby.
Through the sky.
through the sky.
Is what your friends would say if they were there.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is get away for this to be amazing.
Otherwise, you burn alive on
Otherwise,
the
it's
roof.
tragic.
All you have to do is live.
Comically tragic.
What are you doing?
Okay. Does Unseen Servant have any mass?
Not really, no. Unseen Servant is like a barely there kind of small level air elemental.
Okay. So I'm just gonna. I'm John. been on the rain. Joe, so I'm gonna jump off the. Can I go away from the Goliath?
That would be this way, or that way, because he fell off that
So
side.
not the two sides that are on fire, and
Where's
not
the
the
giant
flames.
zombie?
So now
Go
the
the
flames
way
are
it
now
is.
looking up both sides of the
Go the
house.
other way.
So you have to go this way.
Where's the
that
zombie
way.
stone giant?
Okay, so
It's gonna take a couple turns to get over there.
yeah, the full length of it. So that full dash will get you there, and you still have about a good 20 more feet to get. So that's your turn there.
Okay.
The two guards that were back that way are now no longer on fire. They have gotten to the roof and kind of put themselves out. They both look very, very angry at the current circumstance, and they step out of the hatch, both places.
For a different hatch or the same hatch?
Same hatch.
Hatch
They're
is
still-
on fire.
The hatch is still on fire. There's still flames, but they got out. Out in the rain now. The rain's putting out and dousing the flame that's on them. They both look over and see you running away. They pull their hand crossbows at the ready. They're only ready to fire. That's a 24
For the,
and
s-
26.
for the second guy, no, I'll just take it. Okay.
Okay, they both hit. I think 24 and 26. That is 7 points of piercing damage and 12 points of piercing damage. A total of 19 total.
Great, got it.
Alrighty. Both of them reach over and grab bolts out of their side and start preparing for another series of shots. Both kind of catch you in the side. One you can feel kind of a few inches into your shoulder, and it's kind of making the joint stick, and the pain's starting to really just burn on that left side of your body, but you're okay. Now it's your turn.
Okay, I look back at them and I do that thing where you just kind of do this. I trust fall off the back of it. Oh, I do.
Okay.
But I'm going to simultaneously make Big B's hand try to catch me
Okay.
at the bottom.
All right. Go ahead and roll a d20 and add your charisma modifier to it.
Charisma.
Yeah.
That's 20.
20. You trust fall off.
Oh.
Your eyes kind of somewhat closed and letting it happen.
Come on, Big B, catch me.
And in the moment that you expect ground to meet you with a heavy, hard smack of reality, a soft cushion of arcane energy catches you as these kind of spiritual, purplish fingers curl around and gently bring you to the ground.
Like Baymax.
Don't get handsy, Big B.
Austin Powers.
All right. Is that my turn?
No, that was just a fall, and you land there. He's way over this way. So you're outside of the house now. You're in a small alley between, well, not an alley. They actually are on the side of the house, and there's a big kind of grassy area around it, and there's the fence that surrounds the full.
Forest.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. Do I get an action, or no? Big B's is a bonus action.
Big B's, it's an action to use its ability. So it was your action to kind of catch you as part of it.
It's an action.
To do anything with Big B's hand specifically,
It says, and as a bonus action on subsequent turns.
it's a bonus action.
Oh wait, no, that's for moving it. The bonus action is moving it. I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Move down.
So you've been moving it along with you as you go.
Yeah,
so.
but the act of catching me was the action.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so I'll just start running.
Okay. So you start
My
running out
little
this way.
tiny nubby, my tiny little nubby legs.
Okay. All right. As you run, you get over to the front of the gate that is closed off. It's a little bit too tight for you to squeeze through. How do you plan to get over the gate?
I'm planning to climb over the gate.
Okay.
I got nothing left.
Make an athletic or acrobatics check to try and get over the gate.
Whatever the better number is. Whatever the better athletics or acrobatics.
This one's been terrible. 16.
16. Okay. Is that acrobatics or athletics?
That's athletics.
Athletics. So you run, you jump up, grab onto the metal bars and start just pulling yourself up
Nice.
get over the top, land on your feet, and you're now right near where the street is, and you can see to your right, it's open, kind of towards the direction of where the rest of the party is. To the left, you can see now coming from the rain, maybe about 100 feet from you, giant hulking zombie giant is kind of stomping towards you. As you notice that, you see a number of figures come swarming out of the two buildings to the side of it, and immediately start attacking the zombie giant.
Oh.
Go, get out.
Go, get out.
Run away.
They're attacking the
They're attacking the zombie giant. That's good.
You have inspired people.
It's
GTFO,
working. It's
man.
working.
Yeah, I'm useless to you guys.
Rebellion.
So,
Hide your life.
yeah, I'm gonna
Kill
go
this giant.
invisible and watch from the shadows.
Okay, so you just cloak yourself. and watching the shadows off to the side. As you're there for a little bit, keeping your eye out for the next couple minutes, you can see the house is now completely engulfed in flames. The rain tries it might. The roof itself is not catching yet, but you can see now fire is looking out of every single window and glass is steadily breaking over time. The guards have all escaped out, and you can see the guards and Vedmeyer are now storming across the entire grounds. He's giving orders left and right, and they're all out searching for you in the nearby vicinity of the home. Looking across the way, you can see the zombie giant is now currently like reaching down and swapping down. You can see, get a closer view. They look like some of the normal inhabitants here are wearing makeshift armor, weapons that they have, and they're now rising up and attempting to take down the zombie giant. You watch as it reaches out, it slams and smashes one to the ground, leaving him lifeless, while another two leap up on the back of the zombie giant and are stabbing it with spears, and you see it gives out this kind of roar. It's hard to tell from this distance which side is getting any ground, but it is currently now held up by this group of about 10 individuals that are attacking it at once.
That's so cool.
Just gonna stay there and wait it out?
I think I'll wait it out as if I'm in a relatively safe place, because I can't really do anything for you guys anyway. You're on your own.
Okay, so we'll use that to hop over to the other party.
Taking a short
Currently
rest.
taking this.
Oh, I'm taking a short rest.
Oh, that's good. Yes.
Short rest is about like a half an hour to 40 minutes of waiting, so you might want to find a place that isn't quite so intense to do this. You can try and sneak into one of the nearby homes and do it, maybe.
Well, I still want to see where this giant thing goes, so I'm
Okay,
still watching.
so you would not
Just
be able to
watching.
rest, unfortunately. It's not a very restful situation right now to gather yourself. Okay.
No. Oh no.
I lived.
I like that Scanlan
You
takes
lived.
out an entire house,
Dude,
and we're all probably
You
gonna
were
die.
fucking
You were a
Rambo
badass.
just then. You
You're
were
a-
Scanlan
You're a
Rambo.
legend.
You are.
You're officially a legend.
Do you have any red cloth you can tear off and tie around your forehead?
Because you're.
Do this.
Is your
Yeah.
beret still on?
Yes.
I never got a beret. Did I get a beret?
You did get a beret. I thought you
Who
got
got?
a
I
beret.
wanted a
That was
beret.
outstanding.
All right.
Yes.
I approve of this greatly. Alrighty. The rest of you guys,
Witness me.
who've all been slinking out the back, you just knocked a guard out. You're back with... Trinket came with you?
Trinket went with Grog.
Grog, right? That's right.
You can do it, buddy.
Percy, Vex, you guys are all back this way. The back of the building, you can see what looks to be a one door to a back room.
Do this.
Grog, so you come slamming up with Trinket behind you, up to the front of the building. You see the front doors of